Oh Lord. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a comparison video on 3 BB cushions, and it is going to be the April Skin Solution from Nature Magic Snow Cushion, which I've heard a lot about, and the Face Shop Oil Control Water Cushion BB Cushion, and lastly the Holika Holika Dodo Cat Face to Change Glow Cushion BB Cushion. These also have an SPF of 50, so you also get sun protection too, which is awesome. The other day I was kind of like on a BB cushion craze, and I felt like I didn't really have that much experience with BB cushions. I only have I think I only have 2 BB cushions, and one's from like Etude House and the other one's from Laneige. So I thought I'd try different brands. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is the one from April Skin. Here's how it looks like. There's the back. Very just like simple, plain, sleek black, and then there's, you know, the cushion and the mirror. And you know, the one thing I really love about BB cushions is that they have ginormous mirrors in them, which is like awesome. So now this BB cushion is supposed to be full coverage, so I'm gonna show you guys what kind of coverage it has. I have no makeup on right now. I just did my eyebrows because I cannot film a video without my eyebrows, so I just did my eyebrows, and I just have moisturizer on right now. So I'm just gonna do one side with the BB cushion in comparison to the other side with no makeup on. I'm just gonna sit up closer so you guys can see. Me personally, I don't really like using these little cushion pads because I feel like it takes a really long time for me to apply the foundation. So normally I'll just kind of like use my fingers and just put it on the back of my hand and then use my beauty blender, and then that way it's a lot faster that way. But I'm just gonna show you guys for example purposes. So as you can tell, it already covered up my dark circles, and for those of you that don't know, I have freckles here, and it covered up my freckles really well. So I'm just gonna finish up the side of my face. Because it is a heavy coverage, you do have to kind of be really careful patting it, because if you pat it too hard, you might leave like an imprint of the cushion. Alright, so I went ahead and finished the rest of my face, or at least one side of it, and here's the comparison. As you can see, it's very like full on, like full coverage, and it definitely covered my dark circles. It covered it kind of covered my freckles, or my mole, I should say. It's still peeking through a little bit, but I mean, my moles are pretty dark and pretty noticeable, but it did cover my freckles, and any sort of imperfections and pigmentation that I have on my skin. So here's with makeup, and here's without. So it's a really big difference. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a really big difference, obviously. So, and it does blend in well with my skin tone, but for me personally, I do like the more light to medium coverage kind of foundation. It does blend in well with your skin, and as soon as you finish applying it, it does dry on really well. It is a little bit on the matte side, so if you have dry skin, I probably wouldn't wear this, and I do have combination skin, so, but it's more on the dry side. So I preferably don't really like using matte finishes, so just because sometimes I do have dry patches, so when I wear matte foundations, it just kind of accentuates it more. So I would probably avoid wearing this if you have dry skin. Really nice overall, but not good for dry skin. If you have oily skin, I would probably recommend this just because it'll help mattify the oiliness on your skin. So I'm just gonna wash this off and then go on with the next foundation. So I've wiped off my makeup, and now I'm gonna go on with the next BB cushion, which is the Face Shop oil control water cushion, and it's supposed to be very long wearing, moisturizing, and you're supposed to have a very nice smooth finish. Again, I got the shade 201, which is Apricot Beige. So here is how the packaging looks like. It's very simple, very like kind of generic kind of packaging, and it has like a really cute tree in the middle. It kind of reminds me of the Laneige packaging, except it just says Laneige here. But here's how it looks like. Again, huge mirror, cushion, and then the product is inside. So again, I'm just gonna apply it to one side and do a comparison for you guys. This one actually ended up being kind of like the perfect shade for me. It wasn't too light and it wasn't too dark, so it was right on point. Right off the bat, you can tell that it gives off a really dewy finish already, which is something I really like in foundations, because again, I kind of have combination skin, but right now it's kind of like a dry skin kind of season for me, so that's where all my dry patches kind of come out. Whoops, put a little bit too much on my forehead. I'm just gonna use my Real Techniques blending sponge to kind of even it out, because it's just a lot faster this way. There, that looks a lot better. So here's how it looks like. As you can see, it's more, it's not as big of a difference with my skin shade. It does blend in really well, as you can see. As far as the April skin one, it was just way too light for me, but this one blends in really well and it looks more like my natural skin tone. So here, see, as you can see, it's not that big of a difference, right? So I really like this shade. It dries on really nice, and you can't really tell that you're wearing or you can't really feel that you're wearing foundation, so it's really nice. I like it. I like the finish. As for coverage, I would say that it's medium to full coverage, more medium. It is something that you would have to layer on if you want full coverage, but I kind of like the light to medium coverage because I do like my natural skin peeking through, so I really like it. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe this off and then move on with the next BB cushion. I'll be right back. Alright, so the last BB cushion is going to be the Holika Holika Dodo Cat Face to Change Glow Cushion BB cushion, and here's how the packaging looks like. And the shade is in, what shade is this? Shade number 21, light beige. And I can't wait to show you guys the packaging because it's so cute, okay? But this is how the packaging looks like. Is this like not cute or what? Like, look at it. It's a cat on the cover. Like, doesn't it kind of look like Luna too? I swear it looks just like Luna without the glasses, but that's how the packaging looks like. And I like how it's a little bit different because the design is kind of like asymmetrical kind of thing. Here's how the little cushion looks like. Isn't that cute? So I think this was a collaboration, so it might be limited edition. I'm not too sure on that. And this is how the inside looks like. Doesn't it look so cute? Oh my gosh, it has like a little cat paw. It's so cute. And then again, the huge mirror. This one actually ended up being a little bit too light on me, of course, because it's really similar to the April skin one, or the shade at least was very similar, but I'll go more into depth after I apply on my skin. So can you stop, please? I'm sorry, Luna's like going through my makeup bag. So as you can see, I have a little bit of redness all over my skin, so I'm just gonna apply that. It kind of falls in between the April skin light beige and the apricot beige, So, I mean, this one is technically light beige, but the shade is just a little bit darker, like a teeny tiny bit darker than the April Skin one. But it's a little bit lighter than the Face Shop one. But right off the bat, it gives like a nice dewy glow. Coverage, it's about medium to full coverage. It's definitely something that you can layer on if you're looking for full coverage. So here's without and here is with. So it's a noticeable difference, but as you can tell, it blends in with my skin tone really nicely. It covers my dark circles a little bit, but you can still kind of see it peeking through. The finish of it is really nice because it dries on really nice and it still keeps your skin moisturized. You can still feel a little bit of that moisture on your skin, which is nice because it gives it that dewy look. Alright, so I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to finish the rest of my makeup. Alright, so I finished up the rest of my makeup and now I'm going to swatch the BB cushions for you guys. So this one is the April Skin one. Just a swatch. Hopefully my camera will focus. Alright, there we go. Keep in mind this is artificial lighting, so it might look different in natural lighting. And then this one is the Face Shop one. So as you can tell, it's just a little bit darker than the April Skin one. And lastly, we have the Holika Holika one. I'm just gonna swatch it. So as you can see, this one kind of has a little bit of a pink undertone, and then we have more of like a darker shade with a yellow undertone, and this one is like right in between the April Skin shade and the Face Shop shade. But I think overall the Face Shop shade fits me most, which is the Apricot Beige. Alright, so that is the end of my review / comparison video. I hope it was really helpful and informative for you guys. Let me know if you guys have any additional comments down below. Maybe I might have missed something. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!